Are you looking for a sense of community? Top-rated schools, parks, walking trails, strip views? Well, I want to introduce you to one of the most unsung master plan communities in Henderson. Welcome to Seven Hills. Okay, before we get into the video, I need you to go ahead and smash that subscribe button so you do not miss any episodes of Seven Hills, the series with me, Jenna. Okay guys, let's get into the video. So if you are watching these videos, I highly hope that you are considering Seven Hills to be your home. Today we're going to be talking about the parks. There are there's 4 Henderson parks and 3 parks that Seven Hills has, and they're tucked away throughout the communities. Well, kinda. You'll see when we get to them. But we have the Henderson parks, Allegro, Vivaldi, and Sonata. And Puccini. All these parks are connected by the trails, which I find it super convenient, especially if you are a walker like me and you kind of get lost with time and just end up walking, you end up going to all the different parks. And then the 3 community parks, what's special about those is they're tucked away, and half the time you'll pass them and not even realize they're there, or they're tucked away and never know they're there unless you're just scavenging around like I was and found one. So I hope you enjoy it, but let's get into the first park, Allegro. Allegro is the smallest of the 3 Henderson parks located within Seven Hills. And if you're driving too fast, once you enter Seven Hills, you're definitely going to miss it. It's located right past the Seven Hills sign, right past Elise Wolf Elementary School. You can actually kind of see a little peek of the elementary school when I pan out to the right. But like I said, most simple park out of the 3, playground, bathroom, grass area. So next up we have Sonata Park, and I am choosing extra big on this one because it is my favorite park. It is probably the biggest park out of all the 3 Henderson parks. Well, Vivaldi's probably really close, but Sonata is really big. It has a large grass area and a playground, a tennis court, basketball. Of course, restroom facilities are there. But this park is extra special to me because this is the park where the HOA actually throws all their events. So we have egg hunting, and they go all out for it. It is a great event. They have movies in the park at Sonata Park. They do cookies. I kid you not, our HOA in regards to throwing their events, very good, very good. Good job, HOA. Anyways, so, and like I said earlier, all the Henderson parks, they are connected with tunnels. So if you don't want or don't feel comfortable, crossing the streets, you can actually get to the parks through the tunnels. And I like that, especially as a parent, especially with a crazy teen. I don't have to really worry about him crossing streets or anything because he can go right underneath the main street, the loop, and get to all the parks. So it's a little comforting to me. But yeah, Sonata Park. Also, what's cool about Sonata Park is it's connected, like I said, they're all connected, right, to Vivaldi Park. And I do like Vivaldi Park too because it has its own special, attributes. But with that being said, let's head over to Vivaldi. So Vivaldi, I can't even lie, guys. I do love Vivaldi too. I love it when I'm done. I usually end up going to Vivaldi when I go on my walk and I walk through Sonata because, again, they are connected and I just go right underneath the tunnel and I'm right there. And between Sonata and Vivaldi, they're both just huge. They really are. They're both a really nice size park. But Vivaldi actually has a baseball field that I've seen little kids play on, parents practicing, some drills with their kids. It's a really neat, that's the only park with a baseball field. It has a playground, swings, a restroom facility as well. But what is truly beautiful about Vivaldi Park is that from Vivaldi, you have the most beautiful views. You can see the Strip, You can see the Raiders practice stadium. You can see the Henderson Airport. I personally like to go there really early in the mornings, and especially when I need some Zen time, and just look at the views. I love watching the planes fly in. When the sun is rising, it's just a really beautiful, peaceful, serene experience. I really enjoy it. So I don't know how I miss Puccini in my Henderson parks, because it literally is the first park you see, the first big park you see when you enter Seven Hills. Right when you enter Seven Hills, it'll be right off to your left-hand side. It has basketball courts, a volleyball court, a tennis court, playground, restroom facilities. I mean, I don't know how I missed it, but here it is. So now it is time to find those Seven Hills community parks. Like I said, there are 3. Now, if I find another one, don't shoot the messenger, okay? But 3 that I have found for sure. So let's get into it. So the first Seven Hills Community Park will be located right when you enter Seven Hills. And if you drive too fast, you'll definitely miss it. There's not really a place to park. You'd actually have to walk just to get there, or park in the neighborhood, which is not that convenient. But all of the Seven Hills community smaller parks are super simple. Just a playground and a place to sit. So guys, I must really like you because I am walking this trail. I hate walking, but it's the only way I can show you this park because it's kind of hidden. But look at the view. Now let's get to stepping. We're still walking, just saying, but we're coming around the bend. We're coming around the bend. So as much as, gotta take these off, I complain about this park, it's actually one of my favorite parks to come to when I have a bike, a regular bike. Because from here, first of all, no one really comes to this park because it's off the beaten path, and it's really off the beaten path. But not only that, but the views, especially when it snows, you get snow-capped mountains, and it's really pretty. Like I said, no one usually comes out to this one because it's tucked away, and you can't breathe when you get up here because there's an incline. But I like it. My kids like to ride their bikes up here, and I feel okay with that because there's no streets, or they can't go far. Well, they can, but like the park, is pretty isolated. So, like I said, and you have these pretty views. But yeah, no, you get your swings, little horsies, your slides. And like I said, there's nothing other than that back here. And I guess I can't hate it completely. I just, my cardio isn't up to where it needs to be. But if I had the key to get out the gate, it wouldn't make it so bad. But here it is, off to the next one. So this park is actually located right across the street from Sonata Park, right next to the majestic Hills neighborhood. So once again, none of these smaller parks are parks where you're actually gonna go drive to get to, unless maybe you live within the neighborhood. Or I guess you could park at Sonata Park and walk across the street if you wanted a little bit more private experience with your kids playing, because that park usually is pretty empty. It's pretty quiet over there. It's just, like I said, the little Seven Hills parks are super simple parks. Just a playground and a place to sit, which is all you need sometimes. Well, that will do it for this episode of Seven Hills, the series, The Parks. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you need to like and subscribe. Pretty please. And if you are thinking of relocating to Seven Hills and have questions about the neighborhoods, I am your girl, and you can always contact me. My contact information is down below. Until next time,